Hello. So I came up with this idea for a video because I hear so much people saying I am not good at meditation. I don't know how to do it. And I break my heart because I feel it's such a good tools into mindfulness and into help support a healing journey. So I wanted to share some mindset switch that you can do to really empower yourself into your meditation. Disclaimer, sometimes I say meditation and not meditation. The joy of living with a beautiful accent. So, if you hear me saying meditation, I mean meditation. So let's dive in. What are the biggest block into having a good practice? I would say the feeling one into not feeling good about what's going on into the meditation, or not really knowing how it's supposed to be, having an idea of the perfect meditation should be in lotus position and look like your eyes closed and look like you're serene and floating in the air. And when you sit, it's not at all what you're feeling. So I will say put that image into the trash and allow yourself to discover, to play with this. Meditation, it can be so fun. And sometimes we block that just because it should be. Should is just like a killer, okay? So the main thing I would say is as soon as you take your time to sit for meditation, give yourself a high five because you show up and you're winning right there. It sounds like, oh yeah, but I didn't do anything. You show up. You took the time to take a moment for meditation. High five. No matter what is going on after that. Then during the meditation, that you can choose that you're sitting down, you can choose you're lying down, you can choose that it's a bit more into movement, and that is allowing yourself to be flexible into this, because every day will feel and look different for you. You will need different support, so it's really important to really see, okay, my main purpose for my meditation is X. I will reach that with giving myself Z. Okay, so for me, I actually need to be more into relaxation, calmness. For me, doing this, it's really to have more a guided meditation to bring me into this. That's it. And I prefer to be on my lazy chair because it's more comfortable for me. I can really rest and relax there. Here we go. So it's be able to be flexible into that. And no matter what it looks like, if it feels good for you, high five. You show up and you allowed yourself to be in a place where it's already start to be nourishing. Okay? Then during the meditation, I feel like that the biggest thing is people say, I cannot stop my mind. It's normal. The mind is not made to stop. The mind is made to think, especially if you're starting. It's kind of like a sprinkling, it gets messy before it cleans. That's what happened. So it's normal that if you're beginning, it's hard and mind goes everywhere, then the body is calling you everywhere, that everything is annoying because you're not used to do it. It is a skill to get into that use, to be more present. We forget that mindfulness means more into presence, mean more into the body. It's not something that we do often. And actually it's hard because sometimes it's the easiest way. It's to take us out of ground, to go into past, future, dream world, because it feels more safe. So we cannot force ourselves to come back and be there and be rigid with that. It has to be from a space of love, full of compassion and non-judgment. So as soon as you feel that your mind goes somewhere, just notice, my mind went there. Okay. And coming back into whatever your meditation is, with so much love and compassion. It will really change the quality, because no one wants to hang out with someone that yank themselves and get frustrated and okay? So try love, compassion, and non-judgment into where you go with your mind, or into yourself, or into the thing that you thinking about. Non-judgment, non-attachment, just like noticing, let it go, and coming back into the tasks that you give yourself into your meditation. Once again, the task can be anything. Some people say, guided meditation is not really good. It's not like it's the lowest form of meditation. It is not. Any form of meditation has its own purpose, its own qualities, and depending of the days, we may need one or the other. So don't put any judgment into that also. So you show up, high five. You make yourself super comfortable, that it's good, high five. And then you bring so much kindness and love into your practice, into where your mind goes, high five. And then I would say the other biggest struggle is that people go into meditation and expect to do like 10-15 minutes because this is the class is 60 minutes or the link is that in. But you know what? Maybe that day you just need 5 breaths. Maybe that day you need something a bit more into movement and mindfulness, and it is okay. So again, it's a skill that you are building in. So don't expect to be able to do a 20 minute and that 20 minute is always good. It's gonna go like this, and maybe 20 minutes is not even realistic. So I like the technique of low bar and high bar. So the low bar is the minimum that you would like to do kind of every day. So showing up, it can be like, okay, my lowest bar is to show up no matter what and take 5 breaths. And noticing how I'm feeling. This is what I'm going to do. If I feel like I can stay longer, I'm going to be, okay, my maximum will be 5 minutes, because after 5 minutes, I start to notice and it's not fun. It's more draining. It's difficult, okay? So you want to be in a space that it's actually supporting and nourishing, and it may look different. So allowing that flexibility to be there. And noticing, maybe after a few weeks, 5 minutes would be, that's nothing. Like, I just start. Awesome, You can increase and change. Maybe 5 minutes is everything that you can do in that day, and though every day, but it's okay. You taking that time. So it's really to switch into putting aside what it should be like and really going into, okay, coming back into what will be nourishing for me. What do I need today? And building from there. There is so many kind of meditation. And sometimes a trick that I like to do is to do kind of a funnel sometimes, because we're so used to be active and really going into one to the other, and then next minute we want to be sitting silence and really observing. Sometimes it's just like a bit too much of a shock of a time to arrive. So maybe it would be to do a few movement of qigong or yoga, a little bit more with the breath of movement, just a few breaths. And then maybe after that it would be more sitting into a bit of a breath work or a chanting that you still do a little bit more. And then after that it can be more into the observation. So you can really play with that. So it doesn't have to be one set thing. It's to really allow yourself to be flexible, to play, to be curious, to observe. As then to be rigid and judging and knocking yourself in your head, as I've seen often that people does. So I hope that this will help you to kind of have a different mindset into how to get into your meditation and how to practice. And really, please leave a comment into the comment section. Any question, any other ways that you feel that it's supportive for you. More we share, more we learn. I love it. And don't forget to be playful, to really allow you to discover with this and have fun. And don't forget to give you those high five. See you next time.